Today I want to talk to you about sights and the different kind of sights that are out there and what you might be interested in on your bow. By far, I think the most typical sight that's going to go on a bow that most archers use is a typical multi-pin sight like this. This is a trophy ridge sight. This is a really inexpensive sight. It's got an aluminum base on it here that attaches to your bow and a plastic housing with the pins. It's inexpensive. I think this one was literally $14.99, but it would serve a purpose of any kind of a beginning archer. It has 4 pins, so you typically would go 20, 30, 40, and perhaps 50 with the 4 pins that are in here if you're confident out to those distances. The other thing that a sight like this comes with, and many sights come with also, is a light on the side that you would turn on if you were in a low light situation like hunting for deer and it was getting dark and it was getting difficult to see your pins. Almost all sights nowadays also come with fiber optic pins. So they have fiber optic material that runs through the sight and comes to the end of a pin. These fiber optic fibers, they gather light and it transfers through the fiber optic to the tip of the pin and it makes it brighter so that you're able to see it. A lot of sights nowadays too come in different colors so you can differentiate between the different pins that you're using. After a certain amount of time you kind of remember which one's your 20, 30, 40 and stuff like that. This one has 2 different colors. I have some other sights that have 3, 4, or 5 different colors. Purple, green, yellow, reds, and things like that. This one's just green and red. Most sights also have a bubble level located in them so that you kind of got a visual aid to know that you haven't canting your bow to the right or to the left. So this is kind of your typical multi-pin sight that most archers are going to use. Another really popular type of a sight is a single pin adjustable sight like this one here. It just has 1 pin in the housing and then it's adjustable to typically so you're going to sight in that 1 pin for 20 yards, you're going to adjust the sight and you're going to make a mark typically on it that would be for 25, 30, whatever distances you were comfortable shooting out to. Some sights also come with sight tapes that can be set up that are pre-printed that'll give you the distances that you want, and you go through a sight-in process with those sights that allows you to pick the correct sight tape that'll correspond with the yardages. This particular sight here is from a company called HHA. It has a dial, or you can twist the housing in and out, which will expose more of the fiber optic material, which would make your sight, the dot on your sight, brighter or more dim depending on the light situation that you're in. This sight also has what's called a dovetail on it. And this sight here, this original one, is bolted to your bow and you can't take it off unless you were to take out the screws. But a dovetail design allows you to take the sight on and off your bow by just using a simple turn of a knurled knob like that, and then it slides so you can take the sight completely off your bow. If you have a tight case or a pretty valuable sight and you want to keep it safe, this is a good option for you as well. So there's single pin, multi-pin, then we get into hybrid, which this would be an example. This is a multi-pin sight. However, this is also an adjustable sight, so it would move up and down. In this situation, these are great sights for I really like these types of sights for hunting situations, so that I have 20, 30, 40, 50 if a deer is moving in and out and the range is going to change. But if I want to practice or I'm comfortable taking longer shots, I can pick 1 pin in this group that's going to be my floating pin, and I can set that pin up for 60, 70, 80, 90 yards and just adjust the pin. The only thing is you have to remember you have to go back to a home setting so that your 20, 30, 40, 50 pins all work. This one also has a sight light on the top, dovetail, the knurled knob. So that's kind of your basic sights that are out there. Single pin sights typically are used for target. Some guys really like them for hunting. They'll set it at say 30 yards, then they know they're good from say 20 clear out to 35 yards by just holding center on the deer. Other people like the multi-pin so that they can be more precise in those kinds of situations. So that's kind of your basic sights in a nutshell. Go to your archery pro shop, talk to them about what it is that might be best for you, and then decide, and good luck in the field.